Hi everyone, welcome to the 11th episode of Mahabharat Chronicles. So to take it forward from the last episode, let me start with same shloka from the Bhagavad Gita. Yada yada hi dharmasya glanir bhavati bharata abhyuthanam adharmasya tadatmanam srijanyaham paritranay sadhunam vinashaya cha dushkritam dharma sansthapanarthaya sambhavami yuge yuge. Whenever there is decline of dharma and rise of adharma, then I body myself forth for the protection of the good and destruction of the wicked, and for the establishment of dharma, I come into being in every age. Devaki and Vasudev had lost 6 children already. They were distraught, but their faith in divine was unshakable. The only sense they could make out of the unbearable and heart-wrenching pain was that they were serving some higher purpose. When Devaki was pregnant with her 7th child, it was the first time they witnessed divinity. It so happened that Rohini, the first wife of Vasudev, visited them in the prison. With some divine intervention, the unborn baby in the womb of Devaki was passed on to Rohini's womb. Rohini became pregnant. She went to a small village of Gokul and discreetly gave birth to a son. This child was named Balaram. Balaram was earthly embodiment of a celestial serpent called Sheshanag. Sheshanag in his coiled form was also God Vishnu's resting place. When Kans found out that Devaki was not pregnant anymore, he could not fathom how her womb mysteriously disappeared. He realized he was deceived. His paranoia increased manifold. He intensified security and allowed no one to visit Devaki and Vasudev. Time went by. Devaki and Vasudev continued to live in the prison cell. Finally, Devaki was pregnant for the 8th time. Kans was restless. This is the last one. Once I eliminate him, I shall be free of this fear for forever. Kans was anxious and nervous. He did not wish to take any chances, so he doubled the vigil at the prison, instructing the guards to inform him immediately when the baby was born. I shall not let anyone deceive me again. Not an insect can enter the prison cell without my permission, he announced to Devaki and Vasudev. It was a dark, stormy night. Rain was pouring continuously. Devaki was writhing with pain. The baby was due any time. Tears welled up in her eyes. She knew the moment child would be born, he would be taken away. She had lost 6 children already, and the fear of losing one more caused her more pain than the childbirth. Vasudev sat next to her. He wept silently and prayed, looking at the skies. The baby would be delivered any time, and he had to again endure the pain of seeing it killed. However, something extraordinary happened. Just when the baby was born, the guards of the prison fell asleep all of a sudden. The prison doors opened on their own. A heavenly voice echoed in the prison cell. It instructed Vasudev to take the baby to a village called Gokul to his old friend Nanda and leave him there with Nanda. Vasudev and Devaki were astonished. For the first time, they felt a sense of relief. The day has finally come. They understood there was something special about this child. Devaki embraced the baby. The baby was beautiful, flawless dark complexion, big lotus-shaped eyes, curly black hairs, and a lovely captivating smile. There was a divine glow emanating from him, which filled the prison cell with radiance. Devaki and Vasudev were mesmerized. They named the baby Krishna. Krishna, the one with a dark complexion. With tears in her eyes, she kissed the baby one last time and gave him to Vasudev. Determined to protect his son, Vasudev was filled with renewed energy. He obeyed the divine instructions. He put the baby in a basket and left the prison cell to take him to Gokul. But to reach Gokul, he had to cross a river which was flooded due to rain. He could barely keep his head above water. It was as if the gods were helping him to complete his journey. Everything seemed like soaked in divinity. The moment the rising water of the river touched the baby's feet, the river parted and gave him the passage to cross. The continuous lightning in the sky illuminated his path in the night. After a long, arduous journey, he reached to Gokul to his friend Nanda. "We have named him Krishna," Vasudev smiled as he gave the baby to Nanda. He then explained him about the instructions. "What will happen if Kans does not find the baby in the morning?" Nand questioned. "We are ready to face his wrath," Vasudev replied. "That will not satisfy him. I have heard about the prophecy. This baby has some divine purpose. We need to keep this baby safe and hidden from Kans." It was some celestial coincidence that Nand's wife Yashoda had delivered a baby girl that night. Nand offered to give his newborn baby daughter to Vasudev. Vasudev reluctantly agreed. Nanda picked his daughter lying beside his sleeping wife Yashoda and gave her to Vasudev. Instead of his daughter, he then put baby Krishna beside Yashoda. With heavy hearts, both friends bid goodbyes to each other, and Vasudev began his return journey. He returned to the prison with the baby girl in his arms and gave her to Devaki. Devaki embraced the little girl and wept. She said nothing but silently hoped that Kans might spare the baby's life, as it was a girl. The doors of the prison closed again and the guards woke up. Seeing the baby, the guards immediately relayed the message to Kans that a baby girl was born to Devaki. Kans rushed to the prison. He was surprised to find that baby was indeed a girl, but he was in no mood to take any chances. He snatched the baby from Devaki and raised her high in the air to bang the baby on the floor to kill her. But the baby slipped from his grasp. To his shock, the baby transformed into a divine form of a goddess. Her words echoed in the prison cell with a resounding laughter. "The one to kill you, Kans, is already born in Gokul." And she then disappeared. Kans was shocked and perplexed. How could that happen? He grappled to make sense of what he just witnessed. His paranoia knew no bounds. An intense rage washed over him when he realized that he was again duped. He vowed with arrogance, "This is not the end. I shall leave no stone unturned to find and kill the missing boy." End of episode.